timber here at Boca Rio, watching Danielle Kang for birdie at the 4th.
It's going to be a really tough day to score today, Grant. All about staying patient.
Tied with Lydia Ko entering round 3. Danielle would make bogey at 5, but how about this at 6?
Look at that finish, just trying to keep the ball down into a
There
very stiff wind.
She would roll that in for birdie to get back to 12 under par. Over at the 10th, Brooke Henderson, who said she's lost her Canadian genes and she gets a little colder than she used to growing up.
It doesn't take but a winter or two in Florida to do that to you.
As we've documented the last couple of weeks, she's going to leading the flagstick end this year, at least to start the year.
Moving to first, and made a birdie at 4, a couple bogeys, 3 bogeys, so not on a very good run. And that's a safe, smart shot, as Morgan said. This green's pretty exposed. I think that's what you're going to see. You see some fairway shots where you might have some blocking, but some of these greens are exposed, and that's a big difference.
9.
Yeah, Charley Hall now, her second shot. I thought she'd have a decent day. She did start good with birdies at 1 and 2, but has made 4 bogeys since. Oh, this is a great looking shot. Yeah, I know this is the best of the day. We're going to get our second birdie. That's a good way to stop that bogey streak. 4 bogeys of birdie, 4 wins in college, played South Carolina All-American. This was just a moment ago. Oh my, someone's going to make one. Great shot there out of your second birdie.
Really have to commit to the type of shot you want to hit. Looks like she's going to try and fly it most of the way there. I think that's the easiest to judge, but most of the time people get stuck in the middle.
Just under right at 139 yards, the whole location in the middle of the green. We've seen one good shot in there. Will we see another? This was just a moment ago. Oh, yes. I'm going to say that's the best shot of the day.
Georgia Hall, another English woman. This is for birdie.
Wow.
I don't think we saw her have a putt that long yesterday. Every iron shot she hit was within 5 feet.
Stacey Lewis would like to have a word with you. This for birdie at the par 4.
I'm going to exit stage door left.
I mean, wouldn't it be someone like Stacey, though?
Of course it would. Yeah. She could handle this. This is a day of grinding it out. She's one that can do it. It's hard to be patient out there.
It's got a good lie in that sort of first cut. It's a little bit fluffy around the ball, but not too bad. Huge gust of wind just hit it from behind. Yeah. It's a 9-iron. Well, that ball knuckled because of that wind.
It sure did, but actually that ended up landing on the green fairly soft, surprisingly, because it's almost straight downwind. Oh, man, that was a short backstroke. You know, I know she's keeping that flagstick in. Me personally, it's all personal, but me personally, the shorter putts, I'd have to take it. Nelly KORDA, not a very good day for her. 40 on the front, 5 over total. Straight downwind here, on location on the back portion of the green.
We hit 6 greens today, Jim. Very un-Nelly-like.
Yeah, but that's more Nelly-like. There you go. Maybe that'll kind of soften the blow a little bit. Nelly now for first birdie of the day. There you go. Hit a quality shot in there. Your best day, but a good bounce back after the bogey at 14. Tough front 9, back to even. Yeah, Stacey Lewis out of the bunker. It's really got some speed out. It's just wonderful touch. So good there. I've seen some players back there. It's just so hard to control the spin like she did. Nice job. 500 for the event. Just 1 over on her round. Tried to kind of have an abbreviated swing. Might be right at it. And another quality shot. Beautiful shot in there. A chance for birdie here at the 11th. We've only had 5 today. Obviously likes the golf course. Another good week for her. She put the read on this one. Should go a little right. Oh, in the center. Beautiful putt. Oh, birdie here at the 11th. Not many here. It's, I believe, the 6th of the day.
75.5 here. Par 72. At the 12th, CELINE BOUTIER.
This is definitely one hole within this stretch of the back 9 that feels like a birdie hole.
Celine Boutier has one of 2 bogey-free rounds on the course today at the 74, teeing it up. And a second birdie. And Celine is the closest.
Minimize the effect of that wind. Going to hit a low gap wedge.
And I think, Jerry, she epitomizes the when it's breezy, swing easy.
Good shot. Really well done.
What grade would you give that? Saw Charlie at the hotel last night, and she had seen the forecast, and she actually was looking forward to the challenge of today. Charlie Hole for a 5th birdie today. The one LPGA victory was the CME Group Tour Championship back in 2016. It was the youngest ever to play on a Solheim Cup team.
Playing 176, so a little shorter than the 200 we had yesterday, but still a very difficult hole. The left to right wind kind of hurting a tad, and that is a wonderful shot. It's not had a birdie yet, so that'll be a good chance for that.
It's more, I think, of the personality of the player, but she's got plenty of game to play here. There's no question. We saw it also in Evian last year.
4th.
But I think could just take anything on the green here.
It starts out to the right, Karen. Doesn't know if it's drawing or not.
It is drawing.
Okay, there you go. That's a pretty serious wind because that ball started to look like it's the right edge. Very nice. This is Stacey Lewis, 500 par for the tournament, just 6 back. Location center of the screen. She's hit some good iron shots earlier. And that was just a moment ago, and a wonderful shot by Stacey Lewis. Stacey Lewis for the birdie here at the par 3, easiest hole in the golf course. Toughest to read though. That is tricked everywhere. This green's tricky, Morgan.
And that was putting in the opposite direction of Nelly, and Nelly's went towards the front of the green, and Stacey's went towards the back of the green.
This green's flat back here. It's just a subtle break. We've seen it all week. It's just there are some birdies.
Brooke Henderson for par.
It's just one of those days. I mean, we've seen Brooke putt so well to start this season, and with the wind makes it so much more challenging to trust what you've been doing, even though you've been seeing success.
She's hit some quality iron shots. Turn it back against that wind. It's pushing it out a little bit. It knocks it down, but that's okay.
That's a good lead there.
Yeah.
You slow putt up the hill, but
still
a good place to be.
You don't really need any green to work with if you're going to do that.
Just to get back into red figures. Been a tough day. 40 on the front. Didn't make a nice birdie at the 14th. Just emotionally draining, you know. Didn't get the job done last week. That is a little bit. It's hard to kind of keep going on a day like today. You just have to grind it out. You got to find something good. It's just hard to do. It's so easy to be frustrated.
Good to see her. Celine Boutier, one of only 2 players yet to make a bogey in these difficult conditions here at the 14th. 2 under on her round. She's moved up 7 spots. At the 13th hole, the par 3, where there had been no birdies, Nasa notched the first. Par 4 12th, Jody Ewart Shadoff tied for 4th.
It's from 135, but Baldy's actually sitting down a little bit here. It's a 9-iron. It's downwind, so it doesn't need to be a big one for her. That'll do.
With shorter shots, doesn't quite carry as far as you'd think.
Shadoff at 12 for birdie.
Very similar line to Lydia's.
Okay. So Jody back to even par for her third round with a couple of early bogeys, battling back.
Shouldn't influence the direction, only the spin. Pitching wedge.
Jerry, we played the ball up first day, and I heard a lot of players complaining about mud yesterday. But that, with that kind of mud on the ball, that was very well judged. That would be a really good look there, Jerry, of that roll. It was a beautiful roll. Just played a little bit too far out to the right, but it's a good committed stroke. She's made so many from that distance so far this week.
Hard golf course at Inverness back in August of 2020. Here's Kang.
It's got 115, also a wedge. Not sure she caught that as she wanted to.
I mean, look, half of South Florida is blowing across this 18th green. Right. Temperatures are in the 40s, overcast there at Champions in Houston. And she knows she's done, which also brings a smile to your face. At the 14th NASA, this was just a moment ago. Did she do it again? 13 and 14.
Got two of the holes, but nobody made a birdie for most of the day today.
Playing with Nelly and Stacey Lewis. In-Ji Chun, twice a major champion. For a closing birdie. Right. 73 today.
She's drawing into the wind. It's going to knock a bit of distance off it, but it's low.
Yeah, she flighted it nicely. That's a solid shot.
Pretty.
Yeah, it was. Love the way she flighted that ball. That's a big key.
She went on to win there. Stacey for par. That's going to be an even par 72 for Stacey. She'll be frustrated at the bogey, but it's a lot of hard work to match par on a day like this. Scoring average 75.5 at the moment.
So if you're shooting even par, you're going to play a little bit later tomorrow.
Charley Hull to stay at 6. She's even for the day.
This for birdie. Bogey free yesterday and again today. The best round going 2 under. Pars are good. Maybe a little bit of a misread there, but some solid playing these last 2 days. A little bit of wind yesterday, but not like today.
Typically, players think about downwind helping the ball, but when it's so much downwind, when it's in the 20-mile-an-hour range or higher, it can really, even more so, I feel like, with wedges.
Oh, man, what a good shot here. Always felt like 10 was a club, 20 was 2, could be 3. And stay steady. You misread that. Yeah.
You were talking about the Japanese players coming over here. She was here alone when she was a rookie. Just turned 18 years old. Struggled mightily. Came back with her mother the next year.
This is what she said. She spent a lot of time working on this winter. 3 hours a day she was practicing her putting. Recognizes it as a weak spot in her game and a place where she can continue to improve to get even better.
Some changes late in the year. Putted brilliantly at the Pelican in November until the last couple of holes. Missed some short ones that would have led to victory. At the 16th, CELINE BOUTIER putting together a round to remember. Now leave right at impact, and she's unstoppable.
I mean, this is just a spectacular performance today from CELINE.
First to 17, the hottest player on the course.
Yeah, bogeys for free yesterday, if we mentioned it again today. Some solid iron shots so far. Yeah, now take a dead aim right at it. Another quality iron shot and a good chance for birdie.
It has been a busy day for Brooke Henderson. A good start, rough middle, trying to finish strong. Second at 18.
Ball a good bit above her feet there. On the left side, a tough angle to this whole location. makes it much easier than it is. That was a fantastic shot.
Sometimes don't see the fire that she has. She's got a competitive drive and a big finish. Birdie, birdie.
Yeah, we saw her definitely struggle with the putter a little bit today, but got a couple to fall there at the end.
On a tough day, even par. Fourth shot at the par 5 16th.
Get in. Get in. Get in.
Did it?
Oh!
Trying to take our job there, Grant.
You have 19 yards of green depth over that bunker to the back edge of the green in line with the flagstick, so she might be taking dead aim.
With this club in her hand, she can.
She did. Just left of the hole. Might need to go a little.
Oh, beautiful shot.
I mean, less than 34% of the field has hit this green in regulation today.
Okay, good solid stroke. Lydia with a 2-shot lead, even on a round today. So head over to the 16th, Gainbridge LPGA, Boca. You really have to be shallow. I do. Lean my hands forward. Good shot. Okay. Got a break off the tee, but didn't take advantage of it. Another bogey. Our birdie so far this week. It's slightly heavy, but it releases nicely. Well, it didn't. It actually held. Should have released a little bit. Charlie Hall for birdie. Boca did miss hers just to get the 7 under. He went 4 back. Oh, didn't quite take the right. That was all, but that did everything but go in.
We've seen so many players, Jim, just burn the 17th edge. They can't quite figure it out.
It's been the toughest green, and you've played her more than I have, but it's just been a tough green. Similar line as Patty Tapatanikits, but it stays on the green.
17.
He's also here, 600 par, 5 shots back, 139 yards. Good solid shot. Good chance for birdie, good chance to get the 7. Watch out for her, she can make a rally.
This was the third for Lydia Ko at the par 5 16th.
From 153, I think the wind strong. That's a 5-iron. Was still able to get it up over those trees. I didn't think she could on a great line.
So fairway bunker, ballooned her second shot. And at the 18th, Charlie Hall.
Come on, man.
Beauty.
Even her stroke is a bit quick. She's a great putter. One of the strengths of her game.
Fifth birdie of the day. And a round of 1 under par, 71 tiptoeing her way around Boca Rio.
Slow things down, Karen, when you're on the clock. Be good.
True that. How about that?
Okay. Everything cleaned up. Lydia Ko with that 2-shot lead. Head over to the 18th.
Yuka Sasso at the 18th. A birdie to shoot even par. And might just do it. Finishing up on the 18th as the final 3-ball gets to the 18th tee. Yuka for a 72.
Talk about beautiful putting strokes. She might have one of the best we've ever seen.
Oh, yes. Those escapes at 17 and 18. The creativity, the brilliance, and a 72. She averaged 25 putts the first 2 days, 30 today, but in much more difficult conditions.